Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the last lesson for the chapter Statistics. In this lesson, we are going to discuss the central tendency of ungrouped data. Since it is deleted from your 2021 syllabus of CBSE, but I think you need to have a little bit knowledge of this central tendency. So we are going to discuss a little bit on this central tendency. Now, once the data is collected, it is to be organized. It is organized in tabular form and then it is represented as well as in graphical form. Then comes interpretation. After interpretation, we can say that we have completely surveyed the data. Now, interpretation can be done in tabular form as well as in graphical form, but we can do also the interpretation in central tendency. In central tendency, we will discuss mainly on three things. First, mean, then median, then mode. Mean, median and mode of ungrouped data, since it was there in your class 9 syllabus. In ungrouped data, how we find mean, median and mode. So let us see. First is mean. In certain observation, mean, or we can also say it as average, can be done by the formula sum of all the observation by total number of observation. So the sum of the observation by total observation is also similar to average, so mean can also be referred as average. In notation, we write in this way: x bar means mean. This symbol is known as sigma. It is known as sigma, or also it is called as summation. So summation xi by n. N is the number of observation that is being observed in the data. Summation means to add up or sum up all the xi's. Here the I denotes the placement or the position of the data. x1 is the first value, x2 is the second value, and so on. Xn is the last value of the observation. Here I is representing the position of the x. So here in the below you can see summation. In below you can see it is given I is equals to 1 to n. So I starts from the position 1 and it ends in position n. It can also be written as, if we, before writing this short form, it can be also written as x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus dot 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 plus xn. So all these 1, 2, 3, n are nothing but the i's by n number of observation, total number of observation. So x bar means mean. So mean is equals to summation xi by n. So let us see one example. Here marks of 30 students is given. This is our raw data. So we have to find the mean for this raw data. That means x bar is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x30. 30, why 30? Because there are 30 different values of the marks. So n is equals to 30 in this example. So x1 plus x2 plus dot 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 plus x30 by 30. This is what we have written in our formula. Xi is equals to 1 to n by n. This was our formula. So this is summation xi. I is equals to 1 to 30 is nothing but this, or same as this. So we are to add all the numbers. After adding, we are getting 1779. So x bar is equals to 1779 by 30. 30 is the total number of observation. So our mean is 59.3. Now what will be the mean if we have the data in this form? The same data is represented in tabular form. Now here we have another formula for mean. When we are tabulating in this manner and we have the frequency as well. So the first column is xi, the second column is fi, and the third column is fixi. This is fixi, that is multiplication of the first column and the second column. Now these numbers are the raw data that we have taken from example 2. And these are the frequencies, that means the number of times these numbers are repeating itself. So the total fi is 30, which is the total number of observation, and fi into xi, if we multiply and then add, we will get 1779. So when we are doing it in a tabular form, then the mean formula will change to summation fixi by summation fi. From previously we have written summation previously we have shown that previously the formula was summation xi by n when the data was in numbers. Now after tabulating it in this form, so we will write in summation fixi by summation fi. Just simple multiplication of the numbers and the total observation or the total frequency. So both are the formulas for mean. Then so the mean can also be written as summation fixi by summation fi. This is our mean, which was same as before. Now let us discuss on median. In median, we have number of when the number of observation is odd. Whenever we have odd number of observation, median will be equals to n plus 1 by 2th observation. So let us see with the help of an example. The height of 9 students of a class is given. 9 students, 9 is an odd number, and they are the heights are like this. So the first and foremost thing that we do in median is to first arrange the data either in ascending form or in descending form. Usually we prefer ascending form. So the numbers are arranged, or the weights are arranged, the heights are arranged in ascending form. Now if the number of observation is odd, then we use the formula n plus 1 by 2. 2th observation will be our median. So over here n is 9. So 9 plus 1 by 2 is 10 by 2th term, that is 5th term. That means from the first we will count the 5th number, and that will be our median. So the 5th number is 149. So 149 is our median. This happens when we have odd observations. What if we have an even observation? So when the number of observation is even, the median is mean of the n by 2th term and n by 2 plus 1th term. That means whatever observation we get, whichever observation, 5th or 6th observation for a 10 or 12 number of observation, whenever the observation is even, we have to find the mean of these two observation. So this is the formula that are used for even observation. So let us see with the help of an example. The points scored by a Kabaddi team in a series of matches are as follows. So these are the points that are scored by a Kabaddi team. And now you can see there are 16 such scores. So you can see, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 observations. 16 is an even number. So to find the median of an even observation, first and foremost thing, we have to arrange it in the ascending form or in descending form. We always prefer ascending, so we have arranged the data in ascending order. Now there are 16 terms, so there will be two middle points, and the 16th term will be, the formula was n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation, mean of these two observation. So n by 2th observation is 16 by 2th observation, and n by 2 plus 1th observation is 16 by 2 plus 1th observation, which is 8th observation and the 9th observation. So which one is our 8? Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th observation and this is our 9th observation. So our 8th and 9th observation are these two. We have to find the mean of these two numbers. So the median will be 10 plus 14 by 2, which is equals to 22. So the medial point scored by the Kabaddi team is 12. So whenever we have an even observation, we have to find the mean of these two observations, and which will give us the median of the even observations. Lastly, in our central tendency, we have mode. Mode is a value of the observation which occurs most frequently, or an observation with maximum frequency is called mode. Suppose, let us explain this with an example. So, marks of students are given and there are 20 students. So first and foremost, in mode also, we will arrange the data. So this is our data is being arranged. Or if we arrange the data, then it is easier for us to locate the number of times a number is repeating itself maximum. Or else, without even arranging, we can find by just looking through the numbers and getting which one of the number is occurring most of the times. Here you can see 2 occurs 1 time, 3 occurs 2 times, 4 occurs 3 times, again 5 occurs 2 times, 6 occurs 3 times, 7 occurs 3 times, 9 occurs 4 times, and 10 occurs 2 times. So this occurring is in this order. So the number 9 is occurring most of the time. It is occurring 4 times. So since 9 is occurring most of the time, the mode is 9. The number which occurs most of the time is a number that we will consider the mode. So today we have discussed 3 things. First is mean, which is also known as average. Number 2 is median. We have 2 different kinds of ways to find median. One for an odd observation and another for an even observation. And the third one is mode, where mode is the easiest one to find by just looking through the numbers and seeing which one occurs most of the time. So this was a short tutorial on central tendency. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you.